Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to give you my predictions for the first presidential debate between Joe Biden and the current president, Mr. Donald Trump. This debate is going to be happening tonight on September 29th at 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So it'll be approximately 90 minutes. I'm not sure if they'll stick to that schedule. If they go over, I wouldn't be surprised. It's going to be moderated by Chris Wallace, who had a show back in the day. I'm not sure if he still has it, called Hardball, where he was kind of like, he had this idea that, or the vibe that he gave is that he like attacked the issues, without mincing words. As far as I know, I never really watched the show. I just know Chris Wallace from Hardball. Anyway, they are going to go over 6 topics in this debate that are Trump's and Biden's records. I think that means like their records in terms of the policies that they supported or were against in the past. The Supreme Court, COVID-19, the economy, race and violence in U.S. cities, and the integrity of the election. Interesting. This article that I'm reading is written by ABC, and they are, and the final topic coming as, interesting. Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. It says the final topic coming as Trump over the weekend wouldn't commit to a peaceful transfer of power. So, I don't think he's in any danger of losing anyway, and I'll go over why in a second, but the amount of it's kind of crazy to see, because I don't know about you guys, I'm on social media all the time. I get a ton of notifications from Facebook. Every time I open Facebook, every time I open Instagram, they're like, did you register to vote? Did you ask for your mail-in ballot? Like, are you gonna vote? You're gonna vote, right? Click this link. It's like, why do you want me to vote so bad, Instagram? Like, get the fuck out of my fucking business. Like, I don't want to vote. Give me a break, Who cares? And that said, I don't think that the buildup that I'm getting to here is that I don't think Trump is in any danger of losing at all. And especially if they're going to do a lot of debates like this. Biden is going to get embarrassed, really, really, really embarrassed in these debates, because Trump is very glib and he is going to just straight clown him mercilessly like he did Hillary, and we saw how that turned out. But I think the biggest difference between the two candidates is that Trump is not an establishment guy and Biden is. And the best way to tell between how deep somebody is in the establishment is how they talk in public, really. Like, when a politician talks, they just say the most nonsensical bullshit ever. They don't say anything that actually makes any sense. You ask them a question and they're like, oh, that's a very interesting question. And then they just talk about whatever they want, which is generally has nothing to do with actually answering the question. They are very slimy people. I don't understand how anybody falls for it. Like, how dumb do you have to be to actually believe that? Which is why I think so many people like Trump, because the guy doesn't mince words. He's exactly the same guy that he has been since he's been in the public eye, has not changed at all, and people really like that. They find it very refreshing. Regardless of whether or not, you agree with the guy's issues, or you think he's a racist, or you think he's a scumbag, or a liar, or cheater, or whatever, it is very refreshing at least to see that the guy is transparent for the most part, and that he, just gets up there and says whatever he wants, and then delivers on his campaign promises for the most part. So anyway, my prediction for this debate is that what's basically going to happen is they're going to get up there and it's going to start out reasonably civil. And then Biden's going to say some dumb shit and Trump is going to jump on him for it. And that's basically going to be it. Trump is going to ad-lib everything just like he always does. And Biden is going to go in there with a very prepared set of responses to all of the questions. And it's going to be they're probably going to be, the stats afterwards. It'll be like Biden's leading by a few points, because that's what they always say, like the Democrats always leading by a few points. It's so predictable, it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too smart. Anyway, I could be totally wrong, but my predictions for this debate is that Trump is going to absolutely stomp Biden. Biden's going to make an ass out of himself. He's going to try and give some boilerplate responses that he probably memorized and practiced a million times. They're not going to make any sense. Trump is going to clown him pretty hard. There's going to be a lot of really good memes after this about Biden being not, you know, not all there, unfortunately. I feel really bad for Biden, to be honest with you. Like, I feel bad for him. I don't think it's right that he's being put in this position. But the problem with politicians, it's not just the Democrats that do this, but the problem with politicians and political parties is that they don't make the best choice when it comes to proposing the right candidate. If you look at the elections, the past couple presidential elections, they make this mistake quite a bit, right? Last time they picked Hillary, right? Who the fuck cares about Hillary? She's like not charismatic at all. She's just an establishment pick. You know, she was like there. She was the one who was just there to be picked. There was nobody better, basically. When McCain picked Sarah Palin, like, who the fuck is Sarah Palin? Why would anybody vote for her? She's also charismatic as nothing. It's a fucking empty chocolate wrapper. Anyway, they make these mistakes and it's pretty sad, but you know, fuck them. Fuck politicians anyway. A bunch of scumbags. Cool. Those are my predictions. Didn't really make any sense, but tell me, what are your predictions for this presidential debate? Is Trump going to absolutely stomp Biden? Is Biden going to make an ass out of himself? Is he going to pull a victory out of nowhere and Trump is going to start sweating on stage and get nervous and cry and run off stage because he's embarrassed? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.